Good morning, and welcome back. Today, we're going to discuss why so many True Grit fans aren't very pleased about the ending of the 1969 film, True Grit. As a whole, True Grit film from 1969 was pretty good. It ended on a good note, with both the main characters, Maddie and Rooster, together, with no harm done to Maddie's arm, which is miraculously amazing to see that a snake bite at that time and age would not have been cut off. But it was not quite the same as how the book had ended initially. The first thing we read in the book was that Maddie had lost her arm. It states, quote, "My arm had swelled and then turned black, and then my wrist. After 3 days, we had to amputate it." End quote. After reading this, we noticed that Maddie had received the medical attention she needed. Another difference we noticed that got True Grit fans confused is that in the movie, Rooster stays with Maddie all the way until she is healed. In the book, we read that Maddie finds out Rooster is in a Wild West show and is so excited that she has to go see it. And lucky for her, it's in Memphis, which is close and where her brother is. As she gets there, she meets up with these two fine men and asks her where this guy named Rooster may be. In their conversation, one of the men had told her that Rooster had passed away a few days before while their show in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Maddie was so saddened that she had to find his body and rebury it in her family's graveyard at her house. This is a different ending from how the movie ended. In this scene, Maddie and Rooster were back at Maddie's house, visiting Maddie's dad's grave. They were paying their respects. And as they were doing this, they were talking about who else was going to be buried in this graveyard. After talking about the whole family living and dying there, Maddie suggested to Rooster that she could have his grave be right by hers. This was because Maddie never thought that she would ever get married for the rest of her life. As the scene ends, Rooster accepts her proposal of having his grave be by her and runs off with his new horse, who can jump a 4-pole fence. Later on, we notice that there's another difference from the book and the movie. In the book, we notice that Maddie never sees or hears from the Texas officer ever again. But in the movie, while Rooster is trying to get Maddie out of the pit to help her get to the hospital, the Texas Ranger helps them out by pulling the horse so that they can get up out of the pit. And then as they finish getting out of the pit, the Texas officer falls over and dies. As much as we all love a happy ending, we are all used to finding differences from the books and the films. A lot of film producers can't make the book and film be the same. This is because a lot of films have only a certain time limit that the film can be. May it be 2 hours, 3 hours, or just 1.5 hours. If one part of the book is really important, they will use it. Another reason why filmmakers may change part of the movie is because that part may not fit how well the movie as a whole is. The last reason why filmmakers may change part of the movie is because they appeal to how the audience and viewers see and feel about the movie. If the audience and viewers do not like a certain part, there is no need to keep that part in the movie. Thank you for joining us this morning to understand why True Grit fans were not so happy about the ending of the 1969 True Grit film. Join us next time to understand the differences between the 1990 versions of video games and the 2000 versions. Have a great day.